Is Pauline Hanson a politician, or is she Australia's most committed performance artist? It's a question that sounds absurd at first, but when you look at her career, especially her time in the Senate, a pattern emerges. It's not just about policy, it's about spectacle. It's about creating moments so outrageous they demand our attention, for better or for worse. Let's take a look at this idea of political performance art, with Pauline Hanson as our central figure. Performance art is all about challenging norms, provoking a reaction, and using the body and presence to make a statement. Think about some of Hanson's most talked about moments. They aren't just speeches, they're performances designed to dominate the news cycle. Each one seems calculated to escalate the outrage, pushing the boundaries of what's considered acceptable in our national parliament. Let's go back to her very first speech in 1996. The line "We are in danger of being swamped by Asians" wasn't just a political statement. It was a firebomb thrown into the public square. It was designed to shock and to polarize, and it worked perfectly. The media exploded, and suddenly, Pauline Hanson was a household name. This wasn't just politics. This was the debut performance of an artist who understood the power of a single, provocative line. It set the stage for everything that would follow. Fast forward to her return to the Senate. The performances became more theatrical, more visual. Remember when she wore a burqa into the Senate chamber? This wasn't a policy debate. It was a stunt, a piece of political theater. She used a potent symbol to create a moment of pure visual shock. The goal wasn't to persuade her colleagues with nuanced argument. It was a masterclass in grabbing the spotlight, forcing everyone to react to her agenda on her terms. The outrage it generated was the entire point. Then came the "it's okay to be white" motion. On the surface, it's three simple words, but in the context of global political discourse, those words are loaded. By introducing this motion, Hanson was again creating a performance piece. She was forcing a public debate on a highly charged phrase, knowing it would draw accusations and fierce defense. The ensuing chaos in the Senate, with senators scrambling and the government initially voting the wrong way, was all part of the show. It created confusion, division, and most importantly, it kept her at the center of the story. And what about storming out of the Senate during the acknowledgement of country? This wasn't a silent protest. It was a dramatic exit. Walking out is a physical act, a deliberate and visible rejection of a parliamentary norm. It's designed to be seen, to be reported on, to signal defiance to her supporters, and to provoke anger from her opponents. Like a performer leaving the stage mid-scene, it forces the audience to ask why. And again, it makes her the story. So, when we look at these moments together, the incendiary speech, the burqa, the controversial motion, the dramatic walkout we see, a clear escalation, each performance has to be more shocking than the last to get the same level of attention. It's a cycle of manufactured outrage that keeps her relevant. This isn't about the quiet work of legislation or committee meetings. This is about using the Senate chamber as a stage and the media as a megaphone. Is this a good thing for our democracy? That's the real question. On one hand, you could argue she gives a voice to a section of the population that feels ignored. But on the other, this style of politics as performance can be incredibly damaging. It prioritizes spectacle over substance, division over debate, and headlines over policy. When our politicians become performance artists competing for outrage, the real, complex issues facing our country can get lost in the noise. The gallery becomes an audience for a drama, not a forum for governance. What do you think? Is this a cynical take, or is there truth to the idea of Pauline Hanson as a performance artist? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this analysis interesting, please give this video a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of politics. Thanks for watching.